Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your solar eclipse reading. We're going to dive in, see how this energy is going to be impacting you, what you can expect around this time, and maybe what the solar eclipse can teach you as well. So let's dive in to your reading. Right. So your overall pre-shuffled message here is a justice card. So this is definitely a time I'm hearing of clearing things out. Okay. Justice is all about creating balance, peace, forgiveness, or again, just justice, right? If things have been unjust, then you're gaining justice at this time. Clearing out maybe karmic cycles, maybe you guys are signing contracts. All right. Could also be dealing with Librans at this time just because that's their card. But ultimately you're creating balance, right? Which is always nice. Okay, balance is being restored in your life at this time. So let's dive in a bit deeper. As I was pre-shuffling, by the way, I was smelling like chlorine. So I don't know if you guys are like swimming or thinking about doing swimming or whatever that means to you. But anyway, let's get you out an oracle. So for Scorpios during this solar eclipse, for those of you who are Scorpio rising, just in astrology, this is happening in your 6th house. So this is all about maybe your career, your daily routines and your health and just what your habits and that kind of stuff. So make sure you're paying attention to that area if you're a Scorpio rising, or if that resonates with you as well and you're just a Scorpio, then that's fine too. But anyway, right, let's get you an oracle. All right, Spirit, please, for Scorpios. For Scorpios, please, during the solar eclipse, one card out. Oh, well, that's really nice. You have serendipity, which is always a lovely card because it does represent a lucky opportunity coming away. So for some of you, it could be in the form of a contract or relaboration. What am I trying to say? A contract or collaboration. There we go. What's going on? Mercury retrograde for sure, right? Okay, serendipity, being in the right place at the right time, right? This is about lucky things happening or coming across your path. My goodness, I'm swallowing my words here. Okay, for Scorpio. One card out here from the animal spirit deck. Any animals that want to come out and collaborate with Scorpio? I have just woken up, so that might explain. Okay, Scorpios. Solar eclipse, pig spirit, use your mind wisely. I love this actually. You got quite good cards, especially in terms of manifesting. This pig has wings, and this is why it says use your mind wisely, because there is a phrase that says, oh, like when pigs fly, that will happen. And that basically means something's impossible, right? Pigs are never going to start flying. However, as you know, if you use your mind wisely, you can make anything happen, okay? So I feel like that's what they're saying here. Use your mind wisely. I feel like this is really about calling something in or visualizing something could be really important for you guys at this time. Maybe you're just being called to think, make sure that you're using your mind. That could also be important for you guys too. Let's dive a bit deeper and paint a big old picture with all this stuff here. Let's see. Any messages from your guardian angels, spirit guides, anything you want to say to Scorpios? Intention. Set intentions. When you're intentional, okay, then you're able to kind of feel grounded as you make maybe difficult choices. It's not the word I was going to say, but difficult, choices in your life, or difficult. What I'm trying to say basically, Scorpio, is that when you're intentional, okay, I want to be a public speaker. I'm really scared right now and I have a lot of anxiety, whatever. Like I'm really, really worried about it. So being intentional, okay, what do I need to do today that's going to help me get there? And start off small, right? When we're intentional, again, as I said, we're able to ground ourselves and not live on autopilot and never get the things done that we want to get done and never live the life we want to live because we're too scared, and that rules our life. Being intentional means kind of taking each step as it comes, and maybe even forcefully taking each step as it comes in an intentional and nice way. So there's that. Let's get one more oracle for you before we dive into your messages. Being intentional, again, setting intentions. That's also really good for manifesting too. Okay, one card out, please, for Scorpios during the solar eclipse. Now it's time to act. Just do it. Stop hesitating, and success is on the bottom. So again, a lot of you guys are actually gaining a lot of success and victory at this time, which is interesting. Eclipses are usually about cutting things out, and we're not quite seeing that yet, apart from maybe your own fears or whatever is holding you back here, because you are almost being guaranteed some success. It's a lucky time, opportunities coming away. Use your mind wisely. Okay, believe in yourself and take action. I always say this is my card of free will. Like an opportunity is coming up. You're being put in the right place at the right time. But will you take the risk or take the chance, should I say? Right. Let's dive into your tarot. Let's get one card out for the overall energy of this eclipse for you. What is the energy of the solar eclipse for Scorpio? Page of Cups. Interesting. Page of Cups does come through as a little bit of like a surprise is coming up for you. I'm going to clarify it though for sure. You do have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck and the Full card. So for some of you, this could really be about relationship or taking a relationship further, for example. It could be about collaborations, as I was trying to say earlier, right? Why is the Page of Cups the overall energy here of this solar eclipse for Scorpio? The Nine of Wands, letting your guard down. The Nine of Wands does represent that maybe you're a bit of a wounded warrior at this time. Maybe you have been through some pains or hurts when it comes down to mostly opportunities, or maybe that's just what's holding you back from opportunities. You're a bit worried, you're expecting the worst, you're being a bit stubborn, holding back or holding on. Page of Cups could definitely represent here that this is a really good time to purge some feelings that again are holding you back in some way, that are coming from this survival mode that the Nine of Wands represents. Okay, Page of Cups. Why is this the overall energy of this eclipse season for Scorpio? Two of Wands and the Nine of... So this is really good again. So why is the Nine of Wands here? Can I understand that wounded warrior side of things? Okay, Four of Swords, so just representing that we need to heal that. I'm going to pick the one up off the floor, so bear with. Okay, Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. So fours can be important in terms of what might be holding you back. I would say a bit of comfort zone. I feel like some of you might be stuck in healing mode. And what that means is I feel like you've done the most that you can do in terms of healing. The rest kind of is done in real life, you know? So for example, if you've been through a bad breakup and it really kind of impacted you, you've worked on yourself about healing, maybe whatever it is, but you might still have a little bit of trust issues. The birds are going crazy outside. Gorgeous. Yeah, so it's like, okay, but when you go into a relationship, you're not going to be fully healed, you know, the same with jobs, you know, like, but I'm not done healing yet. Like, I'm not done being ready. And I just feel like I just want you to go for it. And the same with the Now card. You are being called to stop hesitating. Okay. I feel like you've healed as much as you can. You're a bit stuck here. The Four of Cups does represent feeling a bit jaded or bored or dissatisfied with your life. I always say this is my card where you want change, but you're not, you know, you don't want to take action on it. So again, you are being called here to either heal something if you've not already. Nine of Wands, let go of the pains or the wounded aspect of yourself, let go of survivor mode so that you can be in thriver mode is what I'm hearing, right? Two of Wands, thinking about your future, where you want to go, where you want to expand. Makes sense with serendipity. You will have an opportunity that's going to take you where you want to go. And the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. So again, it is a good time for you. And I feel like that's what the Page of Cups is. It could be a lot of feelings involved in this and pleasant surprises, but you're having to let go of the wounded aspect of yourself. Okay. Maybe it's something that you're identifying as, you know, I'm broken, or, you know, I never attract the right kinds of people. Like, pay attention to what you are saying to yourself and what you're thinking about yourself. I feel like it might be a bit of a blockage there, but let's see. How are you showing up during the solar eclipse? What's the energy of Scorpios at this time? King of Pentacles focusing on your finances, your stability, or maybe your wealth and well-being here. That's pretty awesome. Let's clarify that for you. You're showing up pretty good, to be fair. Why is the King of Pentacles in the energy of Scorpio during this time? Justice. Okay, you definitely are coming up as someone who's creating stability and balance in their life. For yourselves being here, that could be lingering heartache, like we were saying. You're still a bit wounded over something, so it is time to address that. Even if it's, again, putting yourself out there to, I don't know, like, exposure therapy is what I'm hearing, whatever that means to you. Interesting. So if you're afraid of, you know, I don't know, I feel like taking it in small doses is going to help you get more comfortable with taking risks or leaps of faith or things that seem risky. But I'm not sensing real risk here. I just feel like it's risky for you because of the feelings that are involved, or you're scared or worried. But this is a really good energy. You are coming from a place of, you are creating balance in your life. You are trying to create forgiveness and peace And the King of Pentacles, again, focusing on your finances. You're quite busy at this time in terms of your career, or in terms of your side hustles, or just what you're trying to build for yourself in terms of your wealth, stability, and well-being. All right, so that's pretty good. What is in the area of your blockages? What is the blockage or challenge that might arise during the solar eclipse? 6 Cups, the past. Reflection, holding on to it maybe even as well. Tower card being here, and that's where the Knight of Wands is. And then you also have the Knight of Swords. For some of you, I mean, it is Mercury retrograde during this eclipse time too. So, maybe you guys are hearing from the past. Maybe you are just reminiscing or reflecting. I'm sensing a lot of anger that needs to be released with this. The Nine of Wands, someone's hurt you for sure. Someone may have even ruined your life, right? The Tower. I feel like maybe someone was responsible for something and they couldn't carry through. Or for some of you, again, like you really thought something was going somewhere and they kind of felt like they not ruined your life per se, because you can rebuild, but it feels like that. Knight of Swords, that's anger, at least in this context too, like the desire to go in and blame. So anger, blame, all that kind of stuff, I would say that we might need to heal that with that being there. But let's clarify the 6 of Cups being a blockage or challenge. Why is the 6 of Cups a blockage or challenge during the solar eclipse? The Sun. Ironic, because I just have to show you with the cards I just picked up from the bottom of the deck, the Sun was also underneath these. So it seems to be an extra confirmation from Spirit. I should have spoken about that. My apologies. So the Sun card here, I feel like this might be, so the Sun is about freeing yourself, focusing on the positive side of things, or just focusing on positivity. And that could be about your future and where it's going, right? It's the best card in the deck. So your challenge is letting go of the past so that you can have success, happiness, and victory, right? Instead of choosing anger, choosing to focus on everything that's made you angry or made you upset or blame, focusing on blame, start focusing on the Sun, right? Goals, dreams, success, which we've seen throughout your reading. You know that you're capable of it. But the Sunflower is here. This is the before tarot, and they're not yet facing the Sun. Okay, so it's time to start being a sunflower. Okay, right, let's get you advice from Spirit. What is the advice that you have for Scorpios during this eclipse season? That's interesting because the eclipse is to do with the Sun. So I feel like once this time is over, when you really reflected on whatever and create that balance here, then I think you're eclipsing the past out to then have more focus on the good stuff. It does have a lot to do with your mind though. If you're choosing to think about past things that make you angry, then you're going to stay in that state. So it's time to kind of change that if you were able to. Change that habit. Okay, what's the advice that you have for Scorpios during this solar eclipse, please, Spirit? What is the advice for Scorpio? Okay, the same thing. Love how that jumped on top of the Sun because they are basically the same. It's really you thinking and focusing on your happiness, your future, on more clear thinking, okay, on gaining that victory from whatever has hurt you. And also Ace of Swords, I mean, it's in terms of your advice. I would say this is something that you can take action on, is speaking your truth or bringing clarity and enlightenment, maybe even to situations. Some of you might need to speak into existence this happiness, this forever, happily ever after kind of vibe that the 10 of Cups brings. It's ultimate emotional fulfillment. And that's your advice, to focus on that. Focus on what makes you happy. Focus on your future. Focus on your family. If your family bring you happiness. So 10 of Cups, why is this the advice? Why is the 10 of Cups the advice? King of Cups. So balancing your feelings and emotions are going to be really important. Now for some of you, this could actually represent that there's a really happy future coming through in terms of your love life. King of Cups, I mean, if you are already with somebody and already have a family with that person, and this is amazing, I feel like that's what they're advising you to focus on at this time. If you don't have that yet, I see it coming in quite soon. Yeah, Page of Cups coming through again. I do feel like that might be the surprise. You are going to meet somebody. And I feel like this is actually going to transform into a very long-term, happy relationship and future, okay, for a lot of you in terms of love and connection, because I have to speak about it. So that's also that you guys will end up having children if you want that, or just a really happy future together. Now, if this is not to do with love, your advice, again, is to really balance your feelings and emotions. And the best way we can do that is by going to the root of them, trying to understand. Page of Cups is like childlike feelings or a childlike way of expressing them. And if you think about children when they're upset, they throw tantrums, they just, throw everything on the floor. So if you do have a habit of doing that and kind of ruining your chances because things went a bit wrong, or again, whatever it is, I don't know, you need to go back to this, understand it, don't dismiss it. When we scream at children, it doesn't make them feel any better, right? So giving yourself that nurturing, giving yourself that compassion and that kindness, speaking yourself through those feelings and emotions from someone who's balanced can help you kind of overcome whatever is going on there. All right, my angels. So spiritual practices as well has been coming up a lot when the King of Cups arises. So if you guys need to meditate a bit more, if you guys need to focus on stillness, calmness, and on your mind, it can also be really important for not only your happiness, but it makes sense. Yeah, your spiritual connection can also help lead you to happiness and feeling more balanced. But that's what I have for you guys. Just trying to keep it quick because I have a lot of things to do today. But I really wanted to get these readings done this morning. So there you go. Love you guys. I'll see you guys in the weeklies. All right.